Oh boy.
Ah.
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 All right, now, just again.
Yo. Oh God, we're already up.
I was just gonna say, I want to make absolutely sure that you know.
It'd be kind of funny because I'm like actually watching the stream
Yeah, exactly.
on my laptop and I'm still not paying attention.
No, it's quite meta.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you that. Gather Squad, it is I. Your internet friend, Jerry K. Horcrims. I am joined, as almost always, by Acquisition's Intoxicated Brewmaster. Oh, Rex Verdi. This is an incredible GIF.
Wow, that's amazing. Are those onions?
It's a leak.
Leeks?
Dude, you need to leave this leak up. It has to stay like this.
That's one of my dinner party alerts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I picked up on that. Thank you, that girl with honey. Now, as I was saying, Cranston Story. Listen. There's too many subs. I am trying.
Does, so you know,
What?
It does the leak spin song.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, Mistress Maelstrom. Thank you. Obviously, I want to thank everyone for bringing this dangerous
leak to our attention.
This dangerous leaksman.
Yeah.
To the fore, but.
Woo! Crimson Harvest leaking again.
Come on, this is like Desert Bus, but
Yeah.
not like Desert Bus.
No.
So
it's nothing
how
like
long can
Desert
you
Bus,
extend the introduction of the show?
Yeah.
With your wanton.
With your leaks. Pyro!
Okay, yeah. See, this is the thing. This vigorous leak.
Yeah, I'm
shade,
here for the leak too.
I'm drawn in. I may subscribe to my own channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you got that Alton Brown thing going, Josh, and it's really great.
I am joined, as almost always.
Leak!
Fox les mieux. Fox les mieux. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. Now, I am joined,
He's actually
as
kind of
almost
vigorously
always.
shaking.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, Broadwater.
Broadwater.
Vigorous. It is a vigorous shake. Look at that thing.
Obviously, 100%. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Welcome aboard. Oh, this is Rex Verdi is what's happened. Now Rex Verdi has gifted 5 to Broadwater Jenks useless loot. I have a hard time imagining such a thing. The Scudley one and Red Xyrus.
Whoa.
All right.
Wait, so it doesn't do 5 leak photos for that? I feel like
Trust me, they're coming.
I'm waiting for the leak parade.
They're coming. But this being said, this is Eric J. Benson. It is also the
Fucking waiting for
notorious
an interruption.
EJB. I am. I'm very tenuous now. It's the notorious EJB. It is.
Oh, there we go, Broadwater.
Yeah, back again.
Back at
on
it.
track again. Now,
And with us today, we have, I feel like somebody's going to come out of this.
they're going to emerge
Yeah.
a magician of sorts. Listen, we know, we love it. The Red Xyrus, 100% mega support. Now, it's Eric. You know that. This is Acquisitions Intoxicated. It's a program. Red Xyrus can't stop.
Yeah, all day.
It is a program whose noble purpose is to give you that which you already know, the art and science of brewing.
You're never getting through this.
No, in fact, that's it.
The Scully to what? No, you still got a lot more.
Oh, no,
Really?
I already mentioned these. All right. Yeah, I guess that's true, Fat Baron. If there's no C-Team intro, basically you have to execute it that way. But, long story short,
Useless loot. Oh.
right? It's
Oh, it's all coming back.
I
all
caught
right,
it
you
here.
caught it
It's
there.
because of the Rex Verdi
I
sub
get it,
Now,
yeah. Mhm.
now, behold. There are certain parts, Mighty Mike, excuse me, Mighty Milk. It's also a friend of the channel. Anyway,
You call him Mighty Milk?
I messed up. I saw
Like
that
Pyro
MIK.
instead of, you call
Well,
him Pyro?
honestly, Mighty Mike, if I can just call you Mighty Milk from now on, it would make my life a lot easier. Listen,
So like
Yeah.
Channing Tatum gets involved and he's
yeah,
like,
exactly. Chanum. Now, there are certain aspects of their ritual that are truncated in this particular time. And that is because Ghostly et al., our spectral servants, are not with us today. So, that being said, we still have a beer, a recently brewed beer to try, Brucifer.
oh yeah.
And we are, of course, still going to execute on the creation of a recipe. And then we will do a quick change scenario in here. We will get our Aeronautica Imperialis stuff ready to go.
I agree, underdog.
Right? What is the underdogag saying?
Exactly what you just said.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Underdogag? Yeah. Exactly right. Trantosaurus, I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate the sub. Thank you for giving me a moment to finish the intro. But the procedure, more or less, you'll recognize the natural, heroic arc of it. We're going to take these glasses, these fine glasses.
Look at these things.
They sold, I guess they sold all out.
Shut up.
No.
What?
And so I can't, it's like I feel a little bad. John Lee, thank you so much. Rawr. I can't.
They sold out.
They sold out. And so it's a little rude, I guess, to show them. Because it's not actionable in the classic sense.
I mean,
it's not actionable in the classic sense.
Yeah, but there'll be more, right?
Absolutely.
Probably.
Now, Josh,
I would assume.
Could you please put a link in the channel to the Acquisitions Intoxicated T-shirt at your leisure? Because they didn't even, the designers did not tell me they were doing these things. I mean, I had seen the cool new logo.
Yeah, but
here we go.
Yeah, we saw the logo, but then when Lydia pulled out the glass,
kick-ass new logo there.
Cried.
But I did weep.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at how amazing this is.
Yeah.
Like, and I get stuck on this gold rim because that is just like the.
It elevates the proceedings.
Yeah, it's everything about it's amazing.
Now, no, I know. Listen, that's not what I wanted for you. Obviously, eventually, Lydia will be able to make more. But we were quite pleased, and it seems like a good opportunity to certainly. Like give them their, we can just christen them here on the program.
Oh yeah, totally.
With the new stuff. Now, do you want to pull up Brucifer?
Oh yeah.
So we can get a sense.
This is a hell of a one to pour into that for the first time.
Yeah, I was just going to say, well, the best case scenario for us is that it's dark, so it shows off the liver.
Yeah, it's going to. Because remember, this is 20 SRM, 6.6% ABV, and a bitterness of 23. This is a weird take on an Irish red. Well, I guess not too weird, but we're using black patent malt, so it's going to make it darker than normal. Exactly.
I would say that for the style.
Yeah. Normally we would go with some crystals and special bees to give it a more caramel and red flavor.
We're still flexing. I mean, the whole time it's about yeast and malt choice. You're trying to hit a specific color.
Yeah.
But in this exact case. We decided to play around with the style a little bit, right?
Right, totally.
But it's hard to argue with the fucking pour, though. Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sorry. This glass is amazing.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
I wasn't ready for it, and also it was after we had left the program.
Yeah,
it's not like we hadn't been drinking for an hour in the afternoon. You know what I mean? But then Lydia, extracted one of these from the box and showed it, and obviously,
look at that! How cool is? Oh God!
We were quite pleased. Yeah, Rex Verdi. I gotta say, a couple of those things moved faster than we expected. All right, so we've sort of looked at the guts of this recipe.
Yeah, so this is mostly.
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells real good actually. It's pale malt. It's 6-row. Remember, we use 6-row on this,
which is also kinky. But again, into the Brucifer theme, right?
Yeah.
We're leaning into some weirdness.
Yeah, and then black patent, which is going to give us some roasty.
You can move into your
coffee. Like this is abnormal.
Not on the chocolate side.
Yeah.
But specifically on like the bitterness. Bite.
And remember, we went with the Saaz for the hop. So that's herbal, spicy, earthy.
Yeah. And then 6-row is a much more weedy wheat.
Yeah.
Right. It has much more of the structure that we're talking about
right.
when we're chewing on the actual grains. Should we give this a try? Oh, yep.
Well, no, that didn't. There we go.
Wow.
That's very much like, I just want to sit down and read a book with it.
I was just going to say, and I think that this is the other thing that this, so it's a red, it's an Irish red, but it is super, super off style.
Yeah.
In at least 3 different ways. But I think an Irish red that comes in at 6.6 is a serious customer. Right?
Yeah.
Because when you have that, the Irish ale yeast is trying to come in and do all this crazy stuff with the malt, and it does that with the rest of the base, but the black patent kind of sits to the side of the taste a little bit, right?
Yeah. It's very...
That's strong, is what it is. I would
It's not
say
that strong. Like, it's not strong in, like, alcohol. It's strong in flavor.
Yeah, the taste I'm saying is big because it's like ironically sometimes it's like, oh man, that doesn't taste like a 7%.
Yeah.
It's like this tastes like an 8.
8. Yeah. But it's a 6. Listen, he was just reaching for the stars.
No, but that's the craziest thing about this devil beer,
He was
right? It's
waging
just
a war on God.
Well,
Like,
no, obviously, there's the war in heaven, but I'm saying like that is not the ABV. I mean,
so you're saying the devil tricked you?
I'm saying we are being tricked by this beverage in real time.
I dig it.
Here, Blind Cleric, we would love to remind you what the profile was for here. Nothing would bring me more pleasure, in fact. This was a Irish red ale, ostensibly designed around the concept of the devil, the hopping red devil. The devil! The Durble, exactly right. But no, it has a shocking amount of presence.
Yeah.
For what it is, right?
Oh yeah.
It's
there.
cloaked.
It's making you a deal.
It's cloaked in darkness.
Yeah.
It's presented to you
is
at a
Faustian at its best.
It is. It's presented to you at a during a crossroads bargain.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how about we... Yeah. That's what my screen looks like. Twitch.
Wow. No, dude, the devil. No, that's one of the strangest ones we've done. There isn't anything. There's literally nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't taste like the recipe says.
Well, no, it does. It just doesn't taste like an Irish red.
Yeah. Now that much
Right.
is that
You know
much
what
is
I mean?
true.
Like-
I think that coffee note coming in along the side, the rest of the malts aren't ready for it,
No.
and for some reason,
Well, the other malt.
the other malt,
Right.
and then the yeast has done something bizarre with it.
I think this is
like
really...
it, but it's strange.
I think it's a really fun experiment with Black Patent, right?
Yes.
Because we're solely using pale malt, and the expression from the beer is coming from the Black Patent.
Yeah, almost all of it.
Literally.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you got a little hop in there, but...
Yeah, not much. It's the right glassware, people.
Yep. Gives you a great nose. Like, I mean, you could literally just sniff. Like, you're going to get... It's like the Glencairn glass, right?
Yeah.
Same kind of concept.
Yep. No, it's really nice. Okay, listen. Well, it's possible that this beer did go down to Georgia.
Okay.
Let's conceive it.
Speaking of going down to Georgia,
Yeah.
Josh brought us what I would assume he bought at a store from his sister, who sells these at stores.
Right. Yeah. It's just called
Apple
pie.
apple pie.
Is this Hooch?
It's a perfectly acceptable drink to have on Twitch, Gary.
Do you mean that it is...
It's just
Oh, that smells
apple
fucking
pie.
great.
Okay. So we...
What do you, that's not the, that smells delicious. Are you kidding me?
It does smell
And
delicious.
here's the thing, it's not going to taste like any alcohol's in there.
That's the worst part.
I know.
We were at San Diego Comic-Con once.
Okay.
You know those little like those juices? It's like a plastic apple.
Yeah.
And it has like a cap on it.
Yeah.
So this is what these people were putting this
Who's in?
Applejack stuff in.
Oh, Applejack's great.
And they had brought it for us, but this was like the Everclear version of Applejack. Right? It was Hooch.
Yeah.
And I'd never had an experience with anything like that. And I was like, man, this smells great, it tastes great. And they're like, don't do that. They're like, don't drink this. Like, don't pour it into a glass and drink it. Like, they were warning me about what they had just given me. And I was like, well, I mean, so mix it with something? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, with what? It's like, it doesn't matter. But mix it with something and then just coat the bottom of the glass with it.
Like crap.
And they were right. You could just coat the bottom of a glass with it, fill the rest with apple juice.
Oh,
It didn't taste like
okay.
alcohol, but you were shit-faced. It was like the cider called. It was like Johnny Jump Up. Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah.
It was like the devil cider, Johnny Jump Up.
No
All right,
kidding.
here. So you got this from your sister, who is a healthy, safe person.
He's a nurse.
So it's sterile.
Oh well, then it must be. It's medically significant.
Yeah.
It's a medicinal, if anything. All right. Are you saying that we should put this in our mouths?
If you want.
Like, listen, we've put worse in there.
All right, let's get Hoochie.
I love this stuff, but I had a friend who would at conventions would come around. You remember Carlo Rossi, that really like that table wine that's like $5?
Yeah.
And it came in a big jug.
Yeah, with like the ring handle.
He'd walk around a convention with a jug filled with blueberry of this, and everybody would just be like swigging off the jug.
Well, at least you know it's sterile.
Yeah.
Jumping Jesus. Yeah, John.
Oh, we never worried about that in the before times.
No. Some did.
Yeah, some did, but you know, you're better than that.
Well, definitely. But I don't exactly know. The story you've told thus far makes me terrified, and so I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing.
Wow, it smells real good.
I have an injury on my arm. I should use this to sterilize it.
No, that's great. Josh, I want. How many more of those do you have at home?
Lots.
Don't say the actual number, but I might request 1 or 2.
No problem. More than I need.
What is this elixir?
It's apple pie in a glass.
Apple pie, and that's all that we can say right now, Jerry. Probably.
I feel
warm inside, and I want to, like, just have friends over for a party.
I don't know.
And eat apple pie and goodness. I don't know. This is great.
Oh, Spidey, we don't have getting jarred, but the reason is because
Wait, what's getting jarred?
getting drunk.
Oh.
Have you heard Whiskey in the Jar?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. So
I thought
another Irish song.
I thought
right?
this was like getting iced, like bro iced. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, oh, you got jarred.
No.
You know?
It's so it makes sense because I've heard traditional Irish music that makes a reference to jars, and so I think that's it. Now, this would be an optimal opportunity here in the chat if there are colloquial versions of this phrase.
Yeah, hammered, flagusco. That's a classic one.
Hammered is very, very common. Absolutely.
Not getting wet's a whole different thing.
Yeah. There is a specific term. I didn't know it was a Northwestern term.
Mm-hmm.
So it's specifically in Northwestern English. The word spody. Have you ever heard this word?
No, what?
I thought for sure this was a universal.
Spody?
Spody.
Like a potato? Like a spud?
No.
What's the origin of that?
I love in his cups.
Oh yeah, in his cups, absolutely.
Pickled, that's great.
That's actually a really fun, like when you have tankards for some reason, like at an SCA event, he's like, yeah, he's in his freaking cups.
In his cups.
Like there's something great about that. Yeah.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Now, pished, yes, exactly right. Pickled is a classic.
Pickled, that's the one I was
Crimson,
working for.
My understanding is that, like from a linguistic perspective, it might specifically be the west side of Washington State, but spody is two things. One, it is a drink, but you make the drink. It's almost like a punch.
Oh, is this like a jungle juice type of thing?
Yes.
Is jungle juice a word here, or is that an East Coast thing?
Yeah, that's more of a college thing.
Okay.
But the main thing is that it's chunks of fruit that become suffused with
so it's like
alcohol.
a weird sangria.
Yeah. It's basically like Seattle sangria, right? Yeah, I mean, basically, but the idea is that, typically with spody, it's like super high, like high ABV alcohol. And then that becomes suffused inside the fruit, right? But spody, I mean, I assumed that this was just a word that everyone had.
No, this is totally here.
Until I saw this like Northwest lexicon. Something else that is unique to our area, I guess, is spendy.
Like they just like to spend money?
No, expensive.
Oh, I've heard that before. Actually, you know what? I haven't heard it
like
since moving here.
Yeah,
it's kind of spendy.
It's
kind of spendy.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Well, anyway, this is
this is
pure wickedness. So what I'll tell you, viewer,
I want to sit on a porch in a rocking chair and drink this.
I don't care where I drink it.
Yeah.
I don't care about anything except having more.
Yeah.
And that means it's bad. Like we have to look at this.
Oh, you're saying for the long run.
I am saying it's a dangerous elixir.
That's the smallest jar I had. That's what I give you.
Oh, there's bigger jars?
It is
Josh, I'm not saying I need a bigger jar.
Yeah,
But
fire pit sitting liquor. Yeah, well, Twitchy sauce, that's exactly right. It's because I drank it and then it just coated my sorrows and made them glow.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is why people take Oxy.
it's a Luden's cough drop for your soul.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, so this is crazy. Hang on a second. Yeah, Aeronautica, listen, EMW, I have won the last couple games against Keek. Let's be quite clear. Now, is it because Kiko
I haven't
could
been
not
here?
roll,
Yes.
Kiko could not roll over a 2? Maybe.
Is it because nobody's paying attention to the Eric Benson School of Dice Rolling? Probably.
I did
'Cause
very well.
I've taught you all.
Until the
and
very
it works.
end. Until the very end, when Kiko just wanted to get it over with, I followed the school and it delivered real results.
Prime results.
Now, did I roll 6 6s and then none of them came up as wounds? Yes. I mean, that also happened, but it's fine.
Still, you rolled 6 6s. I mean, that says something.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to have one more sip of this, and then I'm going to put a cap on it, because that's
Speak for
bad.
yourself. Wow.
See, I just did it again. No. No. All right, well, maybe a little. Now, yeah, Ritzbits wants to know if this is similar to like a cordyceps type thing, one of these fungoids that gets into a bug, and then it makes them climb up to the top of a stalk of grass and just clamp down real hard with their mandibles. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Yeah, if there were a grass stalk the size of a building, I would climb up it and just wait there to be devoured. Absolutely. Honestly, what's the downside? I can't think of one. This is a nightmare elixir, and I'm going to set it over there for now.
Really, I think it's just heavenly. But you know,
I look upon it with suspicion.
you're saying it's sus, as the kids would say.
Well, no, listen, I'm surrounded by this. I can't. The kids have drawn the Stussy logo at home, but they've taken the T out. Yeah, that's how bad things have gotten in my home. It's dark. Is there a lot of sus activity at your house, Josh? Okay, you are.
I don't put up with that.
What a comfort. Yeah, I don't put up with these maymays.
No.
Get out of here. All right. Now, yes, exactly right, Underdog Egg. It's exactly the right thing.
Soul Reaper.
Soul Reaper. No,
That's a great name.
no.
Okay.
So let's jump in.
we should probably do something.
Yeah. Well, let's do the next thing.
Yeah.
Whatever we want to.
Next episode.
Whatever our minds can conceive. Honestly, I know exactly what we need to do.
Okay.
Thanks for fixing the chat thing, Josh. I appreciate it. Now, no, what we're going to do...
Gamer Gout, you're 100% accurate.
Okay, now...
Josh, I think we need to pick a time.
See, of course, as soon as Josh sits down, the indication on the surface to restart is there. Dude, this used to happen to Mike every time we sat down for the Make a Strip panel.
Oh, really?
Every time we sat down and he plugged it in, it tried to update itself. I mean, it was 100%.
Yeah.
There was never a time where it didn't happen, right? Now, what we want to do, our fantasy, if you will, is to craft a new recipe.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because that's what we've done in the past. If anybody else has a suggestion,
It's a better idea of what we could do. Yeah.
Woo, absolutely. No, Spuddy Mark, there absolutely is a PAX coming up.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's next week.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
It's next week. That's wild.
Yeah. Well, I'm bringing my larvae. So if you want to find me at the show, just look for the translucent grub-like orb man surrounded by hale redheads, and you'll know where I am.
Black Demon has a great point. It's like, what if you guys just drink that entire mug of...
Well,
and just see what happens.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what it wants me to do. I told you about this before, like my theory that alcohol is some kind of organism. I'm telling you, I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
It or yourself?
I'm covering it. Now it's gone. God, no, I can see it in the camera. It's still there.
It's still there.
All right.
Everywhere you look.
Yeah. This is
every breath you
spooky
take.
Is what it is, if you will. Now, so let's cook up a theme or two for the next beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeast. Yeah, yeast is the actual foe. EMW, I guarantee you that the ratio of 5s and 6s is not connected to this devil elixir. Root vegetables, more dune. God, the truth is, we could do more dune.
We could.
Well, God, especially since we just came back off of that
Dune Imperium.
Dune Imperium.
God, that
board
game is amazing.
So I'm
Direwolf and
I'm
everybody
dialed in.
involved. Paul Denham.
It's Denon.
Denon, yeah.
Yeah. So the funny thing about Dune, Dune Imperium and Clank and all this kind of stuff, these are designs by Paul Denon, who, I mean, arguably, I think, just blew the genre like wide open. In 2003, this motherfucker was making a collectible digital card game that combined board elements and constructed decks. Like, this motherfucker has been at this for a minute.
Yeah.
Right? He can't help himself. And Dune Imperium is like his apotheosis.
Yeah, it's a magnum opus, I think, on that one. That game
nuts.
is. I'm interested to see how the expansion plays into it, and we haven't even played a full game.
No.
I'm already interested in.
We played
the
solo,
expansions,
essentially as a cooperative game to learn the rules. But we're ready to do the full thing now.
Like over the past holiday week, I've done a ton of gaming, and that game is the only one.
That's been the apex.
That has been the one that has stood out.
Yeah.
Over everything.
All right, so let's put some themes in here. So there's additional Dune.
Cowboy Bebop would be a fun.
I wish I were more of an expert. Then I could get that dialed in better, right? Now Arcane. I haven't seen all of Arcane. I've only seen the first
is it
3
good?
episode arc. It's unbelievable.
That's what everybody says, and
I've seen the new Wheel of Time stuff, Jerry.
I haven't.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Is that your book?
I read the first book 3 times and listened to an audiobook.
Okay.
Trying to get through the 3rd book.
I've gotten, dude,
really?
Dude, I've gone through all of them, and the show's okay.
I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, it's
okay fantasy. There are certain things that really annoy me.
What worries me is if that's just okay, how's the Lord of the Rings show going to be?
Well, but they have a lot more to work off of.
Dude, they had 14 fucking books to work off
these
of.
books are quite long.
But you have books and movies and stuff.
Sure.
So, it's easier to build off of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did a solid, the last Dune beer was basically, it was sort of broadly speaking, the spice, right? So we're solid on spice as a theme. Although the God Emperor, I think, is a good choice. Right?
We haven't done the Harkonnens yet.
That's true. Yeah, there's so many houses. There's so many houses in
Flying
there.
Clark, that's kind of fun. Do 9 Nazgul themed beers.
I mean, look. Honestly, dude, I would put our
Dragonflight,
because we did both.
Yeah.
Did you remember the platinum one where it's like they're licking flowers and stuff? They're licking the frost, and that beer was great. Dresden Files. Now, Rex, I'm not an expert.
Yeah, I don't know. Like everybody loves the Dresden
Mike
Files. I never got into Dresden
If we
Files.
were going to do Dresden Files, I'd want to have Mike.
Yeah.
Field liquor.
That's
Exactly right. Field liquor. Yeah, get that sand trout vibe popping. Arcane is completely out of control. I want to finish it before.
I've got to sit down and just start it.
I'd want to finish it before we got too into there.
The problem is I'm going to sit down and watch it, and then I'm somehow going to download League of Legends again and just decide I need to play for no apparent reason.
Well, no. I mean, the truth is, it should be said, your Valorant styles were weird. Your Valorant, your level of skill in Valorant was bizarre.
What do you mean?
I mean, it was crazy pants.
Oh, it was fun though.
I saw you pull shit off in Valorant that was dumb.
Yeah, and I don't do good in shooter. Like I'm not
true.
a competitive shooter like guy. So
That was gross.
Yeah.
It was gross. It was embarrassing for me.
I'd actually like to go back to Valorant. I mean, that was a fun game.
I'm down to clown. All I'm saying is...
Actually, I really just want to hop into Halo.
Yeah. Well, listen, come with me. I'm already working on that BP. So...
Are you?
Yeah. But the truth is, you wouldn't have to jump right into LoL if you didn't want, right? You could do their Runeterra card game.
Oh, that was a blast.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, it was a blast to play.
Yeah, the card game is good, but it's like Ruined King. Mike is still playing Ruined King.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's from Joe Mad. It's from Airship Studios, like all the Darksiders shit. Except it's that, but they took Final Fantasy like ATB type systems, and like modernized the design so that because
That's not even fair.
No.
Like that's just addictive.
So imagine a situation where you're manipulating the timelines, and you want to hit in specific parts of the timeline because certain parts of the timeline get bonuses.
Right.
So you're not just playing around with the abilities. You're playing around with when those abilities time.
proc, yeah.
It's
that's rad. Okay.
It's fucked.
I like that Riot gave all these different, studios here
play with
carte
it.
blanche to go and do what you want.
Just play with it.
and have fun.
Right. All right. Yeah. TFT is also good. If you want to do that Dota auto chess thing.
Oh yeah.
TFT is
So good, I can't stop playing that.
TFT is really, really
And
good.
it's still hitting. I haven't heard of anybody talking about it in a while.
New stuff
No.
like every few weeks.
No, dude, it's got seasons and seasons and seasons where they mix up who is even available. So the meta shifts all the time.
No kidding.
Like it's they have maintained it. They have kept it completely fresh.
Wow.
Who's available, the power's available, the time's available, change constantly. It's crazy.
So all the combos you can build and what they represent, the game is completely fresh every few weeks. It's bizarre.
Actually, the Gunfire Reborn
Yeah.
just dropped a new update, which I'd love to go back to.
It has a
and
whole new world.
EMW came back with Across the Obelisk. I'd like to check that back out again and see if they've done any updating.
They have.
Yeah.
They have done a ton of work.
That was a really, really, I enjoyed that one.
All right, here. So I want one more sort of Dune themed or another theme, and then I'll throw the
up there. Silt suits.
the still suit.
Still suit, yeah.
Now that's funny.
What does that taste like?
Exactly. All right, so take a look at this, Gathered Throng. Our Conan Rausch beer.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, basically, Spidey. That's what we're talking about, right?
Is it? Yeah. Still great.
This is good. Mm-hmm. It's a little tangy, I think, at the end. Give it a sip. I mean, of course, nothing can compare
Do you know who
to
sang
this
that?
wicked potion. Nothing compares to you.
Yeah, who was that?
Sinead
Was that
O'Connor.
Sinead O'Connor? Yeah.
This song is really good.
Yeah. Did you? God, what was that Sinead O'Connor song?
Yeah, here now, Fayette. I think that I was thinking about Ornithopter as well as.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
We have our vote in now, and the truth is, we're probably going to be playing that game again. We'll extract the Imperium game. We'll probably extract
totally.
some more concepts from it.
That game is not coming out of rotation for me. I really want to play
too
it.
big.
Yeah.
But listen, I want to play both of the games.
Yeah.
All right. So while the vote is running for Dune Imperium, here's the hook. So you have a board that is like a killer Euro, like a super killer, interesting, fun Euro game. But the way that you handle your worker placement is with the deck that you build, because each card that you play can only access certain portions of the Euro game. And then after you have placed all of your workers, you reveal the rest of your hand and extract its resources and use that to purchase cards and engage in conflict. It is fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy. Blue Mask. Oh, here. Okay, we have to establish that Blue Mask is my mom.
What?
Blue Mask is my literal mom. Mom,
Oh no.
Mom, listen,
Oh.
Mom, I'm drunk at like 12:46 7. I don't.
So it should be easy for you then.
She's telling you to sing a shanty? I agree.
It's very embarrassing.
You should. I mean,
It's very embarrassing to have your mother see you in this state.
is it?
Yes.
Well, you should be happy that your mother can see you in this state, because mine can't.
Oh, okay, now here comes the pressure. Here comes the pressure. No, that's a good thing. All right, fair enough. I will sing you one verse, Mom. I'll sing you one verse, and maybe the chorus, but that's it. And so this is going to have to count as a pre-singing for some future grain. See, this is how you know it's my mom. Do you see this chain of fucking emojis?
Wow, that's a. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
I'm telling you
That's awesome.
I like it.
Wait, you have to understand, Josh. My mom's spicy. Now my mom, listen, and now my mom subbed to the channel. All right, because you guys don't have to. You guys have to understand, like, how many steps it took my mom to get to the point where she could even sub to the channel. Like, this is.
Well, now she's shooting out emojis like it's nobody's business.
This is real shit. Mom, you're gonna run out of emojis. Everybody on Twitch, you're gonna use up all the emojis, and no one on Twitch is gonna be able to use them anymore.
Oh, now she's got the PA emoji, so yeah, that's even more.
True. Yes, Saucefier, someone mod Mom. No, you don't want to mod my mom. Now, all right, Mom, here you go. This is what you get. All right, you ready? Here you go. All right. It's a damn tough life full of toil and strife we whaler men undergo. And we don't give a damn when the gale is done how hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound through the Arctic ground with a good ship taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. All right, there you go. There you go. I hope we have done this to your satisfaction, Mother. I hope it has worked out for you. Hope you have been nourished. Oh, Pirate Monkey from New Zealand.
Pirate Monkey? What?
Thank you so much. All right, now, they want the still suit because I think they know it would be funny.
I think it's great.
I think it's a kick-ass idea. So this is the recirculated fluids in this still suit. This is a Pilsner for sure.
I think, yeah, it's got to be some kind of light.
It's going to be a Czech Pilsner.
Or is it an Australian sparkling beer?
Absolutely. Right? which we know about now, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's fun.
Yeah, they call it Australian sparkling ale, right?
Yeah. I think Pilsner, Pale Ale, and Australian sparkling.
Yeah, the Pale Ale will give us a good little color range there, right?
I think that's freaking perfect. Oh, wait a minute.
No Pale Ale?
No. Or is it a Goza?
So
do you understand?
Oh, yeah. So what we say when we say Goza is we mean a relatively low ABV.
And very salty.
Highly drinkable, salty, tangy beer. Goza it is. Oh, boy. All right, there you go.
I mean, that's just funny. We don't lose in any of these.
Whoa. Kindle Sky, what do you mean there's an RPG about preserving sea shanties? I know that when we played Assassin's Creed 4, our favorite thing about the game was doing these like sea shanty chases. You can chase these music pages around on islands.
Oh, that's fun.
They're blowing in the breeze, essentially, and it's like an acrobatic challenge to catch them. But once you collect them, then when you're on your ship, your crewmates have a bigger list of songs to sing. Did you never play this?
No, I haven't.
Dude, so you're back at the tiller, and the whole crew is out there working the ship, and they're singing these songs.
That you found?
Here is the cooler part. Are you ready for this? We did a creative services project where I wrote the lyrics for a shanty. That was all we did. They went and got an actual band that does sea shanties to perform my lyrics as a song.
Great. That's amazing.
I wanted to make a song that was like an artifact of the time period about this particular pirate you were playing as.
Right.
I never thought they were gonna like go and get it done. Like that's
That's
hot.
awesome. So that was that Black Flag?
Yeah, it's Black Flag.
Flag, yeah.
Yeah. The truth is that Mike isn't even much of a Black Flag player. That's like his game. For me, I honestly liked 3 the best. I think that's sort of controversial, I know.
Yeah.
But it is crazy pants. It's really, really good. And the reason is because the main thing that Assassin's Creed 3 communicates to you is that you only have one side of the story. Mm-hmm. So you're playing the game at the beginning, you're doing all your stuff, and it's about sort of like basically getting your license, like being invited into the inside of an organization, like a Masonic organization, right?
Sure,
you do what you're supposed to do, you come back in there, and then you think you're doing your assassin's order test, and you have just tested into the enemy of the entire franchise.
No kid. Okay,
it's one of the coolest moments. It's one of the coolest moments I have ever seen in a video game.
That's fantastic.
Yes, Demetrius X. Now I can see that we have a man of culture and taste. Black Flag is a great game, but only a so-so AC game. Very well done. Now, gruesome. I mean, the last scene, like the final chase in AC, is one of the most ill-conceived. After a game I loved from end to end, it's one of the most ill-conceived finales I can think of. But above and beyond that, it is fucked. It's so good, dude. Listen, so you have sold them on the P beer. It would appear.
I mean, that's low-hanging fruit,
so to speak. Now, but the Goza, I think, is actually a very cool choice. Yeah. First of all, they're simple, great beers.
Oh,
we can put one together.
Yeah, we've done it.
They have that little kind of citrus edge.
Yeah, and we can choose like what citrus we want to use, right?
Exactly. Hey, so Josh, you shop Wajimaya relatively frequently?
Yeah, we go about once a week.
Do they have yuzu?
Ooh.
By itself, probably, but I don't know. I haven't looked.
Because that would be really interesting. Have you seen how often they're incorporating yuzu in American brewing these days?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's kind of a hit.
So do we get it in liquid form, or how?
No. We'd be able to get the fruit.
Oh, okay. So we take the rind.
Yeah.
The fruit.
What do they have?
I don't know if they have the fruit or not.
We'd be able to find the fruit.
It's 6 and 1/2 a dozen. We'd throw it into the boil. So you either pour the liquid in, or you'd cut up some or scrape off the rind.
True. But for me, what makes a Goza so cool is that is the rind.
Yeah.
That's what gives it that weird brightness, especially against the salt and tart, right? All right, Goza it is, folks. Let's jump in with both feet.
Okay, so let's get our ABV.
Yeah.
It's usually about 4 to 5%.
Yeah, these are very, very mild, light beers.
Right. Flagusa, pineapple guava is kind of neat, but we got to think about it as if we're on Arrakis, right?
Yeah.
Alcohol does dehydrate, so it's all.
Yeah.
It all plays well into the theme.
It's absolutely worth considering. I mean, I haven't read Dune in a very long time.
Really? I'm going back through them just because
alcohol. I'm just saying that alcohol is a really common cultural binder. I'd be really curious to. It's very, very common.
Right.
In books for that to be the thing that binds.
Right.
People.
I mean, because essentially throughout the centuries, that is what brings people together.
Yeah.
I mean, think of the Yule time, right? The reason you'd get into a longhouse,
the whole
drink
thing.
mead, and stay warm, right?
What about what's the coffee fruit called?
Coffee fruit?
The coffee cherry?
Yeah, what's that? It's got a name.
Coffee cherry.
Oh.
Well, there's something
they used to put in a Starbucks drink.
Yeah, there's a couple other terms for it, but generally speaking, in English, it's called a coffee cherry, and functionally speaking, dried and extracted, it tastes something like a raisin or a cranberry. So it would be a raisin cranberry type taste.
Yeah.
in a Goza would be fucking beast. It would be good. Think about that alongside the tang and the salt. If you sort of have like a sharp sweet, like a lingonberry type sweet.
That'd be kind of neat.
Right? But the fact of the matter is, they're going to tell us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They'll let us know which is the right one. And I think that 4 is correct. Purely from an ABV perspective, we want it to be at the minimum for lore reasons.
Yeah, but also because from a lore perspective, you're only getting drops out of that suit, right? It's not
distillation, right? It all works. Fundamentally speaking, a still suit is a distillation suit.
So we don't have a lot of room to move.
Not in Goza, yeah.
In Goza, but we'll go from 3 to 7 or 8 because 8 looks like dehydrated pee.
Yeah, there's a danger zone there up north.
Yeah. It's like when you haven't drank a lot of water and stuff starts to get
it's on brand.
Yeah.
Okay. So SRM. We're looking at the
3 to 8, let's say.
Okay. 3.
Starbucks had a juniper latte?
Shut up!
Ugh.
Really?
Really? Juniper
See, I
and
love
dairy.
I love juniper in gin, but
I like juniper in clean, dry tastes. I don't know about juniper in dairy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so can we throw the SRM chart up there, Josh? So, considering that this entire thing is
normally a Goza is 3 to 4. So think about that.
Exactly.
But let's break out of this shell into a suit.
Yeah, exactly. So consider
go up to 8 maybe.
Exactly right. Now 8, obviously, if we're continuing the joke theme, 8 is a richer, I guess, color.
Yeah.
If you will.
It's a more dehydrated color. Right?
So consider this range,
Consider this.
Mascara was what I was thinking of.
Yep. That's what they called it because they gave us a bunch when we went out to Two Beers because they had a cider that used it, and in terms of the flavor, there's not much there. If it were incorporated into the boil, what it would impart is that cranberry bitterness, which I don't hate, and I think could actually really work in something like this. But I really but citrus in this is good.
Right.
We'll figure out the particulars.
I like a lemon rind. Like we've done orange rinds, but we've never done a lemon rind in a Goza, which would be kind of really neat.
Lemon, lime, or grapefruit. Would give you
something really cool.
Would give you something really bizarre.
And I think it's almost arid if you use like a grapefruit,
Yeah. An Italian tobacco.
Well,
I mean, you're
Halamir, you have my attention.
I was going to say you're talking to a cigar expert. Actually, have you ever heard of an Italian tobacco called Arrakis?
No, but I've got to find it now.
Flavored with cardamom, clove, and toast. Flavored tobacco. I mean.
Well, so when you get into pipes, that's where a lot more flavor comes
Yeah, like my
into.
grandpa, right? Cherry.
They're called aromatics, right?
Yeah.
There's
soap.
Classic pipes tobacco, and then there's aromatic.
Well, and it's the same with hookah, right?
Yeah.
With that's like you get that in a moist bag. You're pulling chunks of it
well,
out.
that's different because the tobacco is cooked or stored in molasses.
Really?
Yeah, that sticky bit is molasses.
Oh, I assume that was like the flavor compound.
No, that's actually molasses giving it, like you make a mix and with the flavors.
I bet that's delicious.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I'm so glad I've never been anywhere near it. That sounds very good.
Yeah.
All right, they want the 5. So this is the thing about the channel. They can always be relied upon to not go all the way on the meme aspect of it. Because we still want something that's going to be right. So they don't want this crystallized urine over here, and they don't want this over here. They want something that communicates the concept right in the middle, which is still a little bit out of style, off brand for Goza, but it's right.
Yeah,
it's at the north end. Okay.
So that was that. And let's talk about our bitterness. Usually these are low bittered beer. right?
Yeah, the funny thing about them is that, yeah, they're low bitterness in terms of traditional bitterness.
Right. So you're looking at 5 to 12.
Yeah.
So do we go more bitter with this because it's, or do we just keep it low?
I think we maintain, I think that on this we actually ride the style.
Or if you just go bitter with the citrus end.
Exactly right. That's what I was going to say, Josh. The funny thing about them is that they're plenty bitter, but their bitterness isn't graded on the international bitterness unit
Yeah.
scale, right?
Yeah.
Because the bitterness that you're extracting from these citrus oils is plenty substantial inside the drink. 5 to 12, you said?
Yep.
So how bitter do we think this material is? Let us consider it. But now, Orion Rogue, because you have proven yourself an expert in this context, what do you mean by pith?
That's the white part of the orange or whatever.
Oh, the inside. Oh, that bitterness, for sure. But that isn't as suffused with the oils as the skin. I mean, that's the only reason we focus on the outside. But I'm down to clown for a chunkier approach to the flesh itself. They like 9, I think. Again, they like it right in the middle. And 9 is plenty. I mean, ultimately, whatever hop we choose, I mean, I know as the official hop weigher, that's going to be like 3 grains.
Right.
Right? But it'll be the right grains.
Right.
And then what we're actually doing is we're going to inflect that with the citrus. That was one of the craziest shows that we ever did, the one with Chris. I think Ryan was there too.
Yeah.
But where he wore the towel, he was using the towel, and then he wore it, and then I drank the towel, and then that was,
Yeah, you committed to the bit.
that was not correct strategically. But that being said, what it did was we didn't have very much left. Like by the time
we had like 3 glasses
by the
left.
time we could ferment it, there wasn't a lot left.
No.
But it tasted, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
Goza is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And about 2.5 years ago, there was kind of a trend.
It was getting big for a second, right?
People were putting, and they were doing weird shit. They were doing like cucumber Goza, like they were going hog ass wild, and then it's gone now. I mean, I don't see any Goza in my corner store.
And I think a Copeland would be kind of interesting. Now, well, Copeland's sweet, so do we want to go sweet, or do we want to go arid?
Yeah. Okay, so Pilsner's the base.
Pilsner's going to be arid, pale, and then if we want to go sweet, we go with the Copeland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, out of these, in this, oh, hang on. Did not get that third one in there. Copeland sweeter. So, yeah, what I would say is that Pilsner, out of this zone, I think that Pilsner is the most arid because it's the most crisp.
Right, exactly.
It's actually the driest of these options. Right. But we're really talking about something that isn't of the environment. It's of this false manufactured environment of the still suit. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't actually have to work that way exactly.
Maybe there's a flavor unit in the still suit. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, God, do you remember when they were doing those Fremont Brewing? They would do their regular brews, but they would push them through. They had some kind of a module or something that was in the pressurized unit.
Okay.
And they would serve the beer through herbs, or did you never see this?
So it's like a hop back almost?
Yeah. But it's like in the pressure feed. It's basically like infusing it through infusing these light beers through herbs and flowers and stuff.
I've never seen that.
Dude, there was like a Pilsner through chamomile. And it was like, yeah, okay. You know what? Maybe it's gonna be all right. That's how I felt.
That's
Wasn't that neat?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be so easy for us to pull here.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I guarantee you that spice does that too, but I hope that it doesn't smell like the asparagus does.
Yeah, it essentially states it is the beer equivalent of gin.
Exactly right.
Just on tap. Like it's...
Yeah. It was nuts. It was just perfect. They just like packed that thing with herbs, and they were serving through it, and it was like, yes, you got there. We're doing okay.
Weird.
As a culture, as a species, you know, we're doing what we intended to do.
Serve beer through herbs.
Exactly. A Pilsner.
Pilsner. Okay, cool.
So very dry, very crisp, right at the outset. All's right with the world.
Now the question is, do we want to put acidulated malt into this? This is going to give us that salty,
The tang, right?
the tang and flavor of a gose. So we can say no, and keep it more beer flavor, like more pale flavored.
Yeah.
Or we could really go and put some salt into this.
Yeah. So we'll do acidulated malt, or we'll salt it, right?
Or no, or nothing.
Oh.
Just say no, like no, one or the other. Because that's what the acidulated malt will do.
I've got a novel over there.
Listen, there's a story in me, Josh, right?
That he has to tell.
Now's the time.
Gosh, so I started reading Foundation a couple days ago.
Man, apparently I have to read this because everyone has started it.
Oh, hold on. So is this not one of the things where I'm going to say, hey, I just started reading this, and you'll be like, what the fuck?
No.
What?
No,
What's wrong with
no,
you?
you beat me on books. I beat you on movies and
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, man. But this is whacked out.
Like every time, like the Amber Chronicles, I never read. You know, it's
That's a little kinkier than this.
Yeah. So you have me on the literature side.
I can't fucking believe it. Like, everybody on Earth is robbing from this guy.
And this is a sci-fi thing.
This Foundation novel, it has got the shit in here that everybody, like the genre, should be paying this man royalties. Like that's how big these ideas that we just think are science fiction, are Asimov's ideas. But they are so ambient in the form now that we think they are genre tropes when they're his IP. That's how crazy. That's how deep rooted this first Foundation book is.
So it's kind of like Jesus, Neuromancer, right? Like what Neuromancer was to cyberpunk.
It's
this is the same. This is
because we had pulp and we had sci-fi. I mean, we had people who were working these angles, Clark, and we had people doing this work, but like 40K owes this man, I mean, year over year royalties. They should be getting quarterly checks.
Wow, that's impressive.
All the stuff. As I was reading it, I was like, wait a second, like this huge thing that for me is like one of the biggest ideas in 40K, like one of the most powerful ideas in 40K. It's just Foundation. Foundation is like a gumbo, or no, 40K is like a gumbo of these like crazy pants,
Right.
heavy metal, chrome, sci-fi concepts.
Where Foundation is literally
It's the base,
foundation.
It's the metal.
It's the foundation.
It's the actual metal.
Okay, so I'll put some acidulated in here.
Let's get it. Right. They want the acidulated. And they're going to get it, by God.
Okay, so we've got the salty, pale beer.
Yeah.
The only other grain we can really want to think about right now is, do we want to put wheat in here or not?
I'll give it a little more structure.
Structure, a little more earthiness and sweetness, I guess.
Just regular old wheat. Human wheat. I'm just gonna taste it for a second.
Give it a rip. Give it a go.
Yeah. Yeah. So wheat in this case would give it a little bit more of a bready character and strength.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the other option for wheat? Or is that no, don't do it?
No, don't do it. Yeah.
No. Sir.
I say thee nay.
Because that would be another nice thing to have underneath all because there's going to be some weird stuff in here. With the acidulated, that's going to offer that that style characteristic that we want. But if underneath all that, like in the basic malt bill, there is like a strong base underlying it, that could be really neat. It's still going to be crisp and good, but that would definitely present itself in there.
Right.
Yeah, now Gamer Gout, I'm in the market for more Asimov. I'm going to read the rest of this Foundation stuff, out to Foundation's Edge, I think, and then I'm going to jump over to iRobot.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But holy shit, if I think the same thing is going to happen when I get over to iRobot. I think I'm going to be like, oh, okay, wow, this is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's taken from this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Jell-O is actually a brand name.
Right. Or but like Kleenex, it's, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But we use it to describe a type of thing.
Right. Arbiter Ian?
Spidey Mark, I'll definitely take a look.
Oh, interesting.
No, Demetrios, I haven't read any Asimov. My old school sci-fi reading is Clark and Philip K. Dick. No, it was just a regular acid pit.
Yeah, he just went in, but he didn't die.
Well,
Chris brought him back.
He did die.
Yeah,
but then we had to go to hell and get him.
Right.
In the Nightland is fucked.
I mean, he's not dead, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Yeah, we should just call him. We should just give him a ring-a-ding.
Yeah.
Say, what's going on?
Hey,
what are you up to these days? You feel like rolling some dice? Right, we got it. Yeah. The Nightland is incredible science fiction if you haven't read it. That's... I don't know who was inspired by that particular part of it, but it has such a unique voice. It combines aspects of science fiction and really profound psychological terror. Yeah, it's very, very moving stuff.
Cool. So
Okay.
what was the answer to that poll?
I couldn't tell you. Oh, no. They don't want wheat. Long story short,
okay.
Long story short, they don't want wheat.
Okay. So then let's talk about the citrus, or what kind of...
Our citrus edition.
It doesn't have to be citrus. It could be something else. A fruit.
It has to be a strong fruit edition.
I mean, I think orange, lemon are two that are really high up on that.
Yep. Orange.
Grapefruit?
Lemon, grapefruit.
Grapefruit is kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like grapefruit.
let's try to extract something. If you see... Yeah, Gamer Gout, I haven't met one in this book so far. Cactus? Oh, you mean like a...
Or like prickly pear?
Lack Demon, that urge to call your ex-party member in chat, that's the booze talking, don't listen. I have a perfectly good relationship with Will. It would be a trivial matter to get a hold of him. Yeah, you know, Stig's obvious. Yeah, I mean, that book came out in 1951.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Could I get a hold of like agave fruit?
I mean, If we went down to Pike, I'm sure we could.
Yeah.
There's also bitter oranges.
Bitter orange.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, a couple of these are it's just
Szechuan buttons.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
the
Like
peppers
taps, yeah. Blood orange. We've done that before for.
for the juice.
We did it for Pat's beer.
Indeed.
Oh, or I've never had a kumquat, but that's
Oh, kumquat would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, kumquat is basically an orange grapefruit. It would be incredible in here. And we could definitely get a hold of them too. They're so good. Have you ever just chowed down on them, Josh?
I've never had one ever.
Dude, they are killer. It has a crazy, the difference is like the skin has the tart, the skin has like the sweetness of of orange flesh, and then you get inside the fruit and it's tangy like a Sour Patch Kid.
Sounds good. So you
It's-
just eat it from the outside.
No, literally, you just put the whole thing in your craw. God, it's good. Hey, now, hibiscus grimoire.
Oh, that's interesting.
I went to Vital Tea in the I District.
Oh, did you?
I have a huge bag of dried hibiscus buds. And that would be the same bright, sharp tea flavor that we could,
Listen, you're not hearing no from me.
yeah, I think that's a winner for sure. Yeah, Gamer Goat. I mean, as I recall, here, we got 5 in here. We're going to run it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a.
But yeah, but Gamer Gout, the truth is, me and the fam, it's just the kids got hooked on dim sum,
Oh yeah, it's
and so
such a fun experience.
I got to haul them down. It's like every other week
You go to
at
like
least.
the HK Mart, the place next to HK Mart.
We just go to Jade Garden. I'm
Oh,
not.
okay, yeah.
There's a couple of spots down there, but I'm saying that like, if it's a birthday, like that's all they want to do. No, it's not the I District like EYE.
Have you been to the one by Green Lake?
Which one?
That narrowed it down.
Like Green Lake.
Across from Kid Valley.
Bamboo Village.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
They're pretty good dim sum.
I love that place. But yeah, I mean, it's like, but it's like for the kids, if it's a treat,
Right.
like if it's a birthday thing or something like that, you know, they pull the lever. They want to go to Jade Garden. And it's the reason they want to go to Jade Garden, and I can help you understand why, is because the pot sticker is the size of your head. And it's like, sometimes we'll get it and we'll like drive home and the pot stickers will be gone. I can't put them in the back seat anymore. Ooze the Muse, thank you so much. I can't put them back there. Hibiscus, Whiskey Charlie, hibiscus tastes like a very, like a bright, dark, sweet tang. And the stuff I got is exactly right. I mean, it's super high quality, like full bulbs. It's going to be really good.
Did we talk about wheat yet?
We did. They didn't want it.
I didn't want it.
Wow, dude, they really want. Yeah. They're flowers for sure. I mean, hibiscus tea is the actual flower bud. All right.
Cool.
Well,
I like it.
hibiscus it is.
Yeah.
Hello, biscus.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's hibiscus tastes like hibiscus.
Okay.
It doesn't really taste like anything else, but it is very bright and tangy. It almost has a like a mineral bitterness.
Right.
Almost like a Flintstones vitamin or something, right?
So, what do we feel hop wise would be a good?
Is the right combo.
What flavor would go good with this?
Well,
Fruity, citrus, tobacco, pine.
I would love to hear from, because remember, this is basically the juice.
That's coming out of your
It's
own
coming
sweat.
out of your own, the operation of your own body,
Yeah.
right? Hibiscus is actually bizarrely good for this tang, right? But in terms of with the hop character, again, it's never
Like-
going to be something crazy.
Is it going to be grassy or herbal,
Now
spicy,
we're talking. If
or tobacco and earthy?
yeah, if Orion, if you're still in there, I'd love to hear what you think, because you might have a kinky choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to know. But in terms of a whole...
I mean, Warrior would be kind of fun.
Oh, Stiggs, you've been in here talking the whole time. Listen, we're making the Swillsuit fluid. Cascade and Chinook are desert hops. Yeah, cranberry, I can see that bite. Okay. Yeah, the sweetness of the tanginess is just kind of a trick, I think.
Right. Why don't we throw in Warrior as one?
Yeah, Warrior.
This is grassy, herbally, and citrusy.
Okay. Something to add a bit of metal. Yeah, down in your earthy flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Centennial is also a desert hop. Yeah. See, Elliot.
Let's get the hop flavor on that one. Centennial is pine, citrus, and floral.
Okay. Oh. Here! Do not vote. You beasts. All right. Warrior, and then Centennial, it has the desert vibe, obviously.
Yeah. Millennium is kind of a neat take.
What is it?
It is floral, tobacco, and pine.
Yeah, a little bit of a bite.
Herbal, excuse me,
Yeah.
not pine. Yeah, Chainsaw Warrior hops on the label of the Swillsuit beer, yeah.
Grimoire is saying Kent Goldings, and that's a classic.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I mean, there's never Kent Goldings is never the wrong choice, unfortunately.
I mean, you're getting
Earthy, mildly bitter.
Slight, silky and honey-like character.
Yeah, I mean that, because my instinct is that it would be a little weird. Whatever, like whatever we're choosing, we should be a little uncomfortable about.
Right, like
And I think,
putting into this, yeah.
Yeah, like whatever taste, we're like, okay, what are we saying actually about what's in there?
Yeah, it shouldn't go along with everything else.
Yeah, Weizenbach, exactly right. That's the fantasy. Is we're gonna drop hibiscus. We're gonna get that that novel tang out of the fresh hibiscus blossom, and then the rest of the backdrop is as you see here.
We could fill a Swillsuit with beer.
Well, or the inverse.
Yeah.
Talp, we are making the fluid from the Swillsuit. Yeah, Orion Rogue Warrior is going to be a single pellet. Yeah, I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah, we've done it.
And we're ready to do it. The main thing, I mean, that's going to be sort of co-equal with these hibiscus buds, which are substantial in flavor. But, over a full 5 gallons, we'd be putting in what you'd be putting in for a pot of tea.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be part of it.
Yep.
It's not going to be the whole thing. Yeah, I think that's correct. CM, I think that
Yeah, we went with acid and Pilsner.
That would feel right.
Yep.
Acidulated malt, Pilsner malt, hibiscus. It's going to have that little bit of a bite, for sure. They're looking for that Warrior, so we should find some other beer to make with Warrior. Use the rest of that bag.
Yeah.
All right. So
What was our IBU? That Jesus Christ.
IBU, I got it.
1 ounce brings it up to 140.
The IBU, unfortunately, is 9.
Okay, and what was our ABV?
The ABV is 4. So friendly.
Okay. It was 9. Jesus. Okay. Close enough.
Yeah. We'll make do somehow.
Yeah.
Now, all we need is a yeast.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Oh, Fox, I think that we're actually going to be really, it's going to be really interesting up top. And here's the crazy thing. So we chose this color. These hibiscus blossoms are going to take this into a whole new place. They are, you have to understand, these are like, even dried, they are gigantic, rich red to purple blossoms.
If we can get this, this sounds really fun. Lactobacillus delbruecae? How would you say that?
Delbrueck?
Delbruecae?
Maybe?
Delbruecake?
Yeah.
Delbrueck?
Delbrueckii.
Yeah. So it's lactic acid, isolated from Belgium. It produces a mild acidity and sourness. So it's not going to be super, super tart.
Yeah. Interesting call. I like that.
Let's look for a farmhouse. If we got a French Saison would be work really well here too. Peppery, spicy, citrusy. That's gonna be neat.
That's making a case for itself for sure.
What the hell was Denny? Oh, Denny's favorite. Actually, the Belgian Saison. This is still spicy, but it gives a little bit of a bubblegum flavor.
Ah.
It's tart and dry on the palate with mild fruitness. Which kind of, both of those last two make more sense than the lacto, because this is going to be recycled, so it's not going to be super tart. It's just going to be like the remains.
And also, the other thing that I like is that, because we had New Belgium in, and they were talking about the fact that they're still fermenting in these giant things. It's just the same creatures doing it each time. It totally works as a vibe, I think.
Yeah.
Orion Rogue, I haven't talked to Ghost, but they know that they got to crack. That 54 needs to be nuked from orbit for sure.
Yeah, jettisoned into space.
Oh, Stouts hold up to Warrior and Winter's coming. Yeah, for sure. I can see it. Oh, Ryan, you would love this Crazy Pants Irish red that we did. It's not especially Irish or red, but...
So it's really nothing even close.
It takes the style. This is Brucifer. So imagine an Irish red at 6.6.
With Satan involved.
Yeah, where Satan has touched every aspect of the production. And it also has a little bit of patent in there to give it a bite. Talp, I mean, St. Andrew's Day, I mean, listen, if anyone failed you, it's...
Don't say it. Don't say it.
No one failed you. That's what I learned. And
I did, Talp. But you also could have been here and said something.
True.
So it's on both of us.
True.
No, it was my fault.
I offended my dad. Let's see. The lactic intolerant. Hey, listen, I understand, Talp. You had to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Oh, Orion Rogue says they made an Irish red similar, and their local shop sold them some roast, more roast instead of the expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right, now. My finger is poised over the button.
Ooh, this is close.
Who will win?
This is Josh tilting the scales close.
Is this Josh Techniques?
Yeah. He's so good, you can't even see it anymore.
Jack Lemon says they've gone to town on 54.
Listen, I think...
Saison.
By town, I hope you mean garbage can.
Saison, they say.
Cool.
They want the peppery, spicy citrus. And who could blame them? Now, this is our Swillsuit leavings, our fluids. What is a good name? Someone said pill suit.
That's kind of fun.
Before, but they may not even be here anymore. What goes in must come out.
No. Oh, man, that's good. Distillation. Nice.
Suit juice.
Oh, no.
Still water. That's attractive.
Gotta go. Gotta goes.
The red pills.
Discreet
Your own
excretion.
urine.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, Swillsuit.
Oh, that's good.
That's quite good.
You're in or you're out. Jesus.
Take a leak. Trying to build in that Josh brand.
Yeah.
Support it at every level. Man, you got the inside baseball here.
Seriously.
The inside baseball. Yeah, number one. All right, here we go. Hitting it. Split pea soup. You goose.
Oh, no.
Sweaty red. Eric, clean you out. You geese. Swillsuit is quite good. I mean,
Yeah, Swillsuit is. That's
This-
just top notch.
there's nothing to dislike. About it.
Yeah. I don't know if anything's gonna come. They're all great.
Yeah.
But that
Swillsuit is just,
way
gonna-
too good.
it's gonna work. I was gonna coat my organs
Oh, yeah, fine.
or this apple pie.
That's great.
Oh, EMW, is that yours?
Whew.
Is that your own product? Yeah, Pill Suit is back in there. Unfortunately, sauce, we switched over to a Goza. Well, EMW, I think you might have come out on top of this one, pal. Swillsuit. It is a Goza made with hibiscus.
Yeah, I think the hibiscus is going to be really.
It's of course, if your urine is the color of hibiscus tea,
maybe call a doctor.
Talk to the doctor at your Seach. Hey, listen, we are going to reconfigure this zone as quick as we can and move into some Aeronautica Imperialis. Hold on to your butts. I'm going to grip the machinery of the universe, send it over this way. We'll see you again soon.